Hey, Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome to Philadelphia Eagles. Now, it is Tuesday. It is almost 4 p.m. on the East Coast, and the Eagles have made their first round of cuts today as they went from 90 people on the roster all the way down to 85, a little bit more than 90, but down to 85 today. We're going to get into, there's one surprise cut-ish, and then a lot of pretty natural cuts that, of course, come. First off, your notable your cut dates, I should say, are as follows, right? The 85-man roster cut date is today. It's happening, done by 4 p.m. today, but the ones from Philadelphia are already in. The 80-man roster cut, so 5 more will go ahead and take place next week. And then the big one, the 53-man roster cut date, the one that you really got to stay tuned for, because we not only are going to give you all the cuts, but also break down the guys who made the roster here on the channel. That is August 31st, which of course is the 17th today, so that's a couple of weeks away. There will be a lot. I mean, we're going to go from 85 down to 80, down to 53. So a lot of cuts are going to go ahead and be happening in the next couple of weeks. And so we're going to keep you guys up to date and covered on that as we always do here on the channel. So let's get into our surprise cut of the day, and that, of course, is running back Kerryon Johnson. Now, if you follow the channel, you follow me, you know that I was a big Kerryon Johnson fan whenever they claimed him off waivers after he was cut by the Detroit Lions. I said he could be running back 2 on this roster. Well, guess what? I was very wrong. Now, he is suffering from a knee injury, and that definitely played into the factor that he was cut today. But let's just be honest, when I'm wrong, he did not perform as well as Boston Scott. Scott's been a lot better, and even a guy like Jordan Howard, I think, has a much higher chance of making the roster, or I guess way more now. But Jordan Howard's roster spot is a lot more secure now that Kerryon Johnson has been let go. And so the cutting of Kerryon Johnson is not a massive surprise. I think I would have expected it, but maybe not this early, right? He could have been here for one more week and then been cut with the 85 or the 80-man roster cut, or waited until the 31st, the 53-man roster cut. But the Eagles see that they are very confident in who they currently have, as they love what they see from Kenny Gainwell. They obviously are obsessed with Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Jordan Howard. Those are going to be the 4 that go ahead and make it. So your first big surprise here is the cutting of running back Kerryon Johnson. Now, what is your confidence level in the Eagle running backs? So a quick ad break here on YouTube. If you get to that, go down below, answer this question via pinned comment. What is your confidence level in the Eagle running backs after Kerryon Johnson was cut? Give me your thought process down below the pinned comment in the comment section. Let's jump into some more cuts. These are the other, I would say, less notable cuts, some that we kind of expected to go ahead and happen. Adrian Killins was cut a couple of days ago, the running back who, undersized, under the free agent. I mean, the guy, let's just be honest, never really had a chance to go ahead and make this roster. Caleb Wilson, they love Tyree Jackson. That's essentially the thought process here, as Wilson was one of the ones battling for a tight end spot, way down the roster tight end spot. But not only is Zach Ertz there, which has an impact, and he's not been traded or released, so I think Ertz is going to be there week 1, barring some sort of crazy change. But Tyree Jackson has been, a huge, not only fan favorite, but coaching favorite. I think he's going to make the roster. Wilson, obviously, was let go. Meadors, the defensive back, not a lot of room on that roster. They're still keeping a guy like Braden Arnold on there ahead of him, so not a really surprise there. Luke Juriga was let go, the center. That has to do with the fact that Landon Dickerson is going to be healthy here pretty darn soon, and eventually will be the backup center behind Jason Kelce, and then we'll go ahead and be the number 1 center, obviously, on this football team, so not a surprise there. And then Casey Tucker, the tackle, who, again, depth, swing tackle. Here's what's going to happen at tackle, essentially, is they're probably going to go ahead and put Dillard as a backup or try and trade him, but they have plenty of depth at tackle right now, and so Tucker's ability to make the roster was definitely let go. Again, the surprise cut goes back to being Kerryon Johnson. It's not that big of a surprise when you actually look into what happened at training camp. It's a surprise based on the fact that he's a former second-round draft pick and that I didn't think Jordan Howard would be this good. This is more on Jordan Howard being really good than Kerryon Johnson being absolutely trashed. He wasn't terrible in training camp. They were just, Boston Scott was better, and obviously they drafted Kenneth Gainwell. They're not going to cut him, and then they come down to him and Jordan Howard, and Howard has played a lot better, got the start against the Steelers in the first preseason game, another reason why Johnson was let go. And so there you have it. Those are your quick update cuts here. There'll be a lot more in the next couple of weeks, but these are the big ones that have happened so far. I think some surprise cuts are coming. Let's be honest here. I think J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is right on the bubble right now. He's not played well, didn't do anything in the first preseason game. He could be a surprise-ish cut. Give me your thoughts and name a surprise cut that could come soon down below right now in the comment section if you have one. Is there one that you could see being a surprise cut, or not a cap cut, just a camp cut? I think, none of these wide receivers, John Hightower could go ahead and be let go. I think Greg Ward could be on the bubble right now based on performances by other wide receivers. Give me a player who you think could be a surprise cut in the comment section. Okay, before we go ahead and keep going here, I wanted to give you guys a quick chance to go ahead and get signed up for with our friends, I should say, at BetUS and their 125% deposit bonus with our promo code Eagles125. All you got to do, use the link down below, chatsports.com/EaglesBet. Here's that promo code Eagles125. Get that 125% deposit bonus to which you can put towards betting on the Eagles. And you can not only bet on individual games, you can bet on the entire NFC East, right? The odds right now are plus 500 for the Eagles to win the NFC East. Jump on that right now. You put down $100, the Eagles win the NFC East, you win $500 with our friends at BetUS. And the new one, Jalen Hurts is a dark horse MVP candidate, which, dark horse, it's a long shot, but he's plus 500 to win the MVP, or probably plus 5,000 to win the NFL MVP. If you were to win the NFL MVP and you put $100 down, you get $5,000 in return. So pretty good betting odds right there. It's a long shot, but plenty of other things to bet on, including the Philadelphia Phillies, who are battling for the NL East lead right now. You can bet the Sixers when the NBA season starts back up. A lot of things for your betting pleasure. Chatsports.com/Eagles bet. That promo code is Eagles125 to get that 125% deposit bonus. Okay, quickly, one more story here that goes alongside of our cut start to this video, I should say, is the continued progress and the really good week that Jalen Hurts has had. So there's a new report coming out. Jordan Schultz mentioned this. We'll show the tweet in just a couple of minutes. Essentially, the teammates continue to be blown away not only by Jalen Hurts' play, but the work ethic. The work ethic is the key point here, is that he's staying after practice. He's quizzing players on different formations, different plays in the locker room, and after practice, and he pulls aside a select group of wide receivers or tight ends or people who struggled that day, and they works with them after practice. He is really grabbing the idea of being the number one quarterback in Philadelphia. And now the idea of him being the franchise quarterback continues to be thrown out there as a very real possibility. He's been absolutely fantastic. The keys are really been, I know that they don't want to say that he's the starting quarterback, but he's the starting quarterback, and he's been doing a very good job of it. And the past couple days, which we'll talk about in a second, have been incredible so far for Jalen Hurts. Here was that tweet I mentioned from Jordan Schultz. We'll throw it up on the screen right now. Quote, "There's a fast-growing sentiment among Eagle players. Jalen Hurts is undoubtedly the franchise quarterback. His work ethic, intangibles, and overall skill level have captured the entire locker room. Players I've spoken with are consistently blown away by Hurts on and off the field," end quote. So if you're wondering, how do the Eagles feel about Jalen Hurts? And again, there's been, he's still a young quarterback. There's a lot of things that can still go wrong, but he's been really, really good. My confidence level in him is going through the roof. I think he's going to have a really good second preseason game. I think he's going to have a really good season. I think he's going to show that he's the number one quarterback in Philadelphia for many years to come. What's your confidence level in him? Scale 1 to 100. Mine's at like an 80-something right now. Like, I'm very much high on Jalen Hurts. You guys already know that if you follow the channel here, which if you don't, you should be subscribed. But give me your confidence level in Hurts in terms of a long-term quarterback option from a scale from 1 to 100 down below right now in the comments section. I mentioned earlier, Hurts was great against the Patriots. They've been doing joint practices at the NovaCare complex the past couple of days, and Hurts has been the best quarterback on the football field based on everything that I've read and everything that I've watched so far, and that includes Mac Jones and includes, of course, Cam Newton. He is balling out against the Patriot defense. The Eagle offense is really starting to pick things up. Jalen Reagor had a great catch in a couple of one-on-one drills and a nice touchdown grab in 11-on-11s. Quez Watkins continues to shine. Zach Ertz is out there. The Eagle offense has been playing very, very well, and yet the main common denominator here is that Jalen Hurts is playing great football. Jalen Hurts has been a stud so far in training camp. And I know that there were reports that he was a little iffy here and a little bit up and down there, but the accuracy has improved a lot, and the interceptions have gone down. He threw a pick the other day, but it went through someone's hands. I think it was maybe Boston Scott's hands. I can't remember who it was, but he's been really, really good. And it's important to note that and go back to this whole story that we were talking about today, not only cuts, but the progress of Jalen Hurts. I think he's going to start really showing something next preseason game, coming up here in the next couple of days. Either way, I think he's going to go ahead and become an absolute stud, and I'm excited to see what he is able to do in Philadelphia. And it's good for all us Eagle fans to get this kind of positive reinforcement based on the year we had with Carson Wentz and then the drama in the offseason. It'd be nice to find our franchise quarterback, and I think Philadelphia has done just that. Okay, ultimate hour today here on this Philadelphia Eagles Now quick update video, because we were waiting on the cuts to come out and want to get it out to you guys quickly as possible. Again, nothing crazy. It just had the main one of Kerryon Johnson, which we'll get comments saying I was wrong, and I'll admit that I was. What are you going to do? But yeah, so go ahead and subscribe. That way, if future cuts happen or future trades or signings or anything crazy happens, you'll be notified. That's the point of this channel, right? We're getting this to you literally 2 minutes after it happened. We're out here filming and getting it uploaded and trying to get it on YouTube as fast as possible. So reward us for our due diligence by going down below and hitting that red subscribe button. Again, plenty more videos upcoming later on this week. We got segment videos planned out. We have news and rumor video planned out. Reaction to the preseason game planned out as well. We have plenty of things that are coming your way. So go ahead and make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel by going down below and hitting that red subscribe button. That way you are notified whenever we drop our latest videos. Again, the cuts are made, more are coming. That's the key focus here, is that you're going to go from 90-something to 85 and then down to 80, and then we're going to get to 53 pretty darn soon, so be ready for that video because that's going to be a big one to go ahead and cover here on the channel. All right, ultimate for today here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. I am your host, Thomas Mott. As we are out of time, we'll go ahead and sign off. You guys stay safe out there, enjoy the rest of your day, and stay tuned for all the great content by, again, making sure you guys are subscribed down below. See you guys.